a few weeks ago, I was up the beautiful mountains in Austria. Spectacular experience, soul stirring, quiet moments, serene, peaceful environment. You can't forget that you're on this planet in those parts of the world. And I'm always grateful to visit, always eager to go out there because what you take back with you is priceless. And for me, it can't be found anywhere else in the world. But it was my experience trying to come back home that was the storm after that calmness that I had enjoyed. And when I tell you that if you must experience something, you will. Me and my girls excited to come home, especially because my youngest daughter was writing her early GCSE exams the very next day, which was a Monday morning. And we boarded this flight from Vienna to London on Sunday, only to be told that there will be a delay due to the weather issues in Germany. Trust me, nothing has tested my patience in a long time as we ended up on this plane. We must have been in our seats for maybe 3 hours, after which the pilot then said to us, "Oh, sorry, we're not going to be able to fly to London today." It was already around 7 p.m. in Vienna. My daughter had already started crying. She was, "I'm going to miss my GCSE exams." And I looked at her and I said, "You know what? I promise you I will get you home before your exam starts." I don't know what confidence I had. I didn't know what to do at this point. But as we were asked to disembark from the aircraft, I quickly started checking for flights online, anything at all, leaving for London that night, or even first thing in the morning. And as we were checking, very quickly, I noticed, others are equally checking. So the price of the tickets kept going up and up. And by the time everyone was at the airline desk trying to change their tickets, there was massive chaos around. And this is where your true nature plays a key role. Are you able to be calm in the face of utter frustration with two teenagers looking at you and saying, "Well, you are the mother. We need you to get us home." They say that when in times of real need, the greatest help becomes available to you. We ended up finding a flight that was leaving at 6 a.m. the next day, due to arrive at 7:25 a.m. and school starts at 9 o'clock. So we were cutting it real fine. But as I went to pay for the ticket online, I couldn't. You needed to have an account with the airline first. So we started quickly trying to create an account and then went to pay with my credit card. And it didn't work. It's worked every day since the last 1 week. But now that I need it the most, nothing. I bring out a second card. Oh, not accepting American Express. And then finally I bring out a third card and it works. And by this time, the ticket had gone up another 30%. We ended up paying business class prices for a 2-hour journey on an economy seat to London. But I wasn't sweating it. I just wanted my daughter to get home to be able to write her exams. So after our tickets were booked, we thought, okay, let's go and collect our luggage. Well, that took 2 more hours to be able to join the queue to talk to a ground staff about retrieving our luggage. It was 11 p.m. by this time. And we were told, "Oh, there's no way in the world our bags can be removed from the aircraft. It's already too late. Come at 6 a.m. the next morning." But we said, "But we've booked a flight that leaves at 6 a.m. And they had already assigned us a new flight to Stuttgart and then to London the next day. But if we had taken that flight they assigned, we would be home at midnight the next day and we would have missed the exam." So of course I wasn't having that. So no bags. And then the issue was now, okay, where do we sleep till 4 a.m. in the morning when we can come back and check in for this new flight we bought? Well, check in. We didn't have anything to check in because we couldn't get our bags. All the hotels around the airport were fully booked that night. So we ended up in this place 10 minutes from the airport called Just Rooms. And I tell you, the name fits. It was just a room for you to sleep. Not that I could sleep anyway, so I gave the bed to my girls. And before I knew it, we were in a taxi at 4 a.m. in the morning trying to get ourselves to the airport. The chaos then continued in the airport because of the backlog. But we finally left Vienna and landed at 7:20 a.m. The blessing, however, was that we didn't have any bags to collect. So we ran through the airport straight into my husband's car, who was waiting for us, and we rushed home, only to take a quick shower and put her school uniform on and head to school. We made it. And the exam went well. In her own words, she nailed it. In every moment of that experience, I kept sending out loving thoughts for help to come to us, even in the smallest possible way. And the quick wit that I got to go ahead and book that 6 a.m. flight was just genius. Because the flight they booked us to go to Stuttgart and then to London, which we ended up rejecting the next day, was also cancelled. And I'm always grateful for this guidance, for these little moments that test our resolve, that challenges what we say we know and we need to practice. Our ability to be patient when things don't seem like they're going our way. Our ability to maintain inner calm in the face of all the airport chaos, especially when fellow travelers turn on each other to fight out of frustration instead of jointly facing the airline that caused the delay. By the way, our luggage was delivered to us the next day, and my suitcase, when it arrived, was ripped with one wheel missing, but my clothes were fine, thankfully, and I didn't mind. I guess it's time to claim for damaged bag, airline delays, hotel accommodation, and all of that when I get round to doing it. But the truth is, there will be many delays on our journeys, many plans halted, many roads crooked, many parts with uneven surfaces, many moments of frustration here and there. But our ability to keep looking upwards and standing firm, knowing that help is always available to us and that in the end, we will prevail. My life isn't boring at all. I actually enjoy these moments. It's because I love these surprises that life keeps throwing at me day by day and the many lessons that I'm learning from them. So the next time that you're on a flight and you arrive on time and safely and you collect your bags and it's all intact and you breeze through the airport, look upwards and give thanks. It could have been worse. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and travel on life's journey safely. Bye for now.